Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and what we're doing tonight is series number 3 in the Deco Foil series, and this one is called Toner and Foil Techniques for Card Making. So tonight is going to be all about foil, and this is one of the cards that I made. Let me put it under the big camera here, and you see all those lovely foil butterflies? This is what I'm talking about. This is what we're going to be doing today. So to start us off, I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way just to the left here. If you're looking for ways to foil and ways to do it on your own at home, stick around. If you're also looking for different designs and ways that you can go ahead and just purchase these already done, we're also going to go over that a little bit. So I've got a piece underneath here, and I'm going to start right away with putting my foil shiny side up, closing it in my printer paper, and putting it right through my Amazon laminator, which is below me, and I will be bringing that out. But while that is going through the laminator, I just want to remind you, the best thing you can remember when foiling is shiny side up. If you see my shirt here, we're going to be redoing a shirt like this next week, Friday. So if you're interested in how can I do this foiling on my t-shirt, tune in for that one. That'll be number 4. That'll be the last one in the series next week. I look forward to you guys always tuning in for that one. Don't forget shiny side up or it won't work out. So let's grab that and see what we have here, and then we're going to be moving on. And I definitely want to take some time to stop and, say hello to everybody who's here from the crafty community. And so this is a rose gold one, and we're just going to peel that off and check out the beautiful, stunning result you get from that. It is shiny and perfect. Now this is an element that you can purchase, and I don't know where this one came from because it was gifted to me, but check it out. They're already tonerized, or if you have a sheet of toner, you can cut out your own, on your Cameo or your Cricut or whatever have you, maybe your die cut. If you have a Cuttlebug or a Big Shot, you can cut out your own elements and foil them, okay? So all you need to do that is a piece of foil and your toner. This is not going to work with just black paper. It has to be toner. The heat sets the foil into the toner. It's almost acting like a glue, if you get it. So that's how that works. And then you need a piece of, I'm just using regular printer paper. Some people use parchment paper, and you send it through your laminator. I'm going to bring that up real quick right here so you guys can see the one that I'm using. I have the regular Amazon one. It only costs about 20 bucks. It's linked below if you're looking for one. It does 5 mil and 3 mil, so it's got an on and off button. It turns bright green when it's ready. So you can see that bright green light, so you don't have to worry about whether or not it's ready. And then you have the on-off button. I'm going to set that back under there, and I want to talk to you a little bit about what I mentioned at the beginning of this video. But first, let me see who's here tonight. We've got Cindy Wangen, Lori, Elise, Barbara, Eastock, Bailey, Lori, Tracy, Susan. Who else am I missing? Did I say Cindy? Cindy, I'm not sure if I said you. Thank you guys. Hearts go out to all of the people in blue. They're our moderators. We're always happy to see them. This is going to be a real easygoing night. I'm going to show you a lot of the reveals, which is the best part of foiling, is when you peel it off and see, oh, that moment, that one, that thing that we're all looking forward to, right? Hi, Dee. Let's see, who else have I missed here? Marianne, hello to you. Arrow Mama's here. Monica. And if I go, I think I'm all caught up. So, do you guys like free? Me too. So, I'm going to give you a bunch of ideas tonight for things that you can do basically for free. So, you can get the images for free online. If you have the software already where you can manipulate things, then you can create your own free backgrounds. This is one that I created using a free butterfly image. Now, the butterfly image was just a great big image, and I used my Silhouette Cameo, that software, what is it called? The Silhouette Studio, I think, to create a background of all these butterflies. And then I just cut it apart and created a card. You can do that at home too, and we're going to get to that. I'm going to bring out my studio software and show you how we can create one of those. And I'm not perfectly set up for that. That's something really new to me, so stick by me when we get to that. It might be a little bit bumpy of a road tonight. And that is the toner I talked about where you can cut out your own shapes. These are products that you can get, and I think I have some Gina K ones linked below. You can get paper that's already printed so that you don't have to do this on your own. It can be super easy. All these pieces just come out and you can stick them right through your laminator with your foil, and that's it. It'll foil it whatever color foils that you have. All right, and we've got this one. There's all kinds of pieces in there. I could take them out and you can check it out a little bit later. Sentiments, let's say you want just your sentiment foil, check that out. And here's some more of those dark pieces that are in the toner. This is all toner. This will all laminate beautifully. Here's a couple of other little things you can get. A little something, you can laminate that, so that's shiny as well. Here's another bunch of really cool, like these ones, I didn't even know these existed. Penny sent me this one. Look at, these are pink. So think outside the box. This does not have to be done all on white cardstock. And as you're going to see when we go through these, I've done a bunch of mine on different colored cardstocks, even patterned cardstocks with another pattern over the top. So think outside the box. Get really creative with this, because this is going to stretch your creativity, your card making. It's going to be really awesome. Here's a couple more. I really dig these. These are cool. Look at that. So if you're going to be putting these out there, if you're going to be doing like blog challenges and stuff like that, you want to make sure that these designs that you're picking to use online for free, and I think I linked that for you. Let me just double check. I may have forgot to link that one. Anyway, in any case, if I don't have that linked below, if you are looking to get free images, make sure that you're going somewhere like pixabay.com, Pixabay.com, because you don't want to pick something and foil it and have it be somebody else's work and then them coming after you for that. So watch your copyright law, watch your, copyright images and all that kind of stuff. Don't just go to Google and search something. Unless you're just going to use it for personal use and give it to a family friend, that's fine. Nobody's going to come after you for that. But if you're putting it out there in social media and joining in stuff, then make sure that you're following copyright. Like if I'm going to make a card for my dad, let me just put this out there. And I just want like a fishing thing. And I go to Google and I type in, black and white background, fishing background, or black and white, what do you call those? Like the side, the profile, like profile, fishing profile or whatever. And up comes a really cool image. And I download that and I put it through my printer and I laminate it and I use it for my Father's Day card. And the only one who sees it is me and him. That's okay. You're not going to want to save that image though and put that out on the internet as something that you use to create unless you actually purchased it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You just want to make sure that nobody's going to come back on you and that you're not going to hurt any of the starving artists out there who are working their butts off to create this stuff for us, okay? All right. Pixabay.com is a really good place to get stuff. Make sure you type in like black and white, because this only works with black and white. You can't do an inkjet printer. You have to have a toner printer. It's also called a laser printer. So make sure that you pick out things like that that are going to give you the best results. It has to be toner. We also have, and I think I think I tucked my toner sheet away. No, not there. Yeah, I think I did, because I made sure to do a whole bunch of stuff ahead of time for you guys. So here are a bunch of types of foil that you can use. I've got a whole bunch of, some are watercolor and some are straight colors. So like this one that you see that's all mixed colors. How cool is that? That one, so that comes in our watercolor series. There's also ones that you can get that are rainbowed. This is turning out fabulous on the camera. I hope you guys can see all those really wonderful colors. So much fun! Christmas, look at that green and red. Yeah, like totally looking for Christmas colors. There's another one. Oh, this is rose gold. Rose gold is really cool. If you want to know how some colors go with other colors, check out number 1 and 2 in the series as well. We did some really fun things. You're not going to want to miss that. There's another, I think this one is still considered a watercolor, but it looks more like a rainbow, which is really pretty. And then, of course, the silver. Now, why I misplaced my toner, I'm not sure, but you can buy sheets of just toner. It's just a great big sheet of black paper. That's all it is. So you'll be seeing some of that. That's what those little pieces are. So I'll pull out some more of those in just a moment. Let me see if one more time if I stuck it under here. It grew legs and walked away. No, it didn't. I just put my inks over the top of it. Okay, here's a piece of toner. No big surprise. It's just a black piece of paper, as I said. But you can order that in packs of, like, I think you get like 5 sheets or something like that. That's also in the link below if you're looking for that stuff. So you can cut out your own embellishments. But I'm going to save a little bit of time and show you some of the things that we've been working on here. Oh, this is a great time. So Mink also makes that. So run over to Tuesday morning. Mink has a bunch of things. Now you can the Mink Foil and the Mink process is pretty much the same. They're still using toner. So this is a Mink one. This is a package of 21 pieces. You get all these little fun little things in here. Okay, Tuesday morning has some of that. And this was one that I ran through the laminator here. And check it out. It's beautiful. It says smile and it's a little tag. That is a pre-made thing. So if you see Mink, just know that they're also using toner and foils. You can use all that stuff like interchangeably. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That goes along with the stuff that I just showed you. All of this stuff, that's all pre-printed for you. Lots of different places make it. Gina K makes it. Of course, Mink makes it. So just look around. See what you can find. Check out your, like discount stores like Big Lots and Tuesday Morning and things like that, and see if they have anything laying around. Check it out. Just see, does it say foil on it? Does it say heat transfer on it? So remember that little thing that I promptly lost it as soon as I ran it through. In the very beginning of this, I ran through I'm hopping all over the place, you guys. This stuff is so exciting, and it's just like there's so much that I just want to cover it all. Okay, so somebody just asked me a question. I want to get to that. Let me pull some out of here. She said, what do you do with that black piece of paper? You cut stuff out of it. So like, do you see this one? All these little pieces will have to be pulled out of here, but this is a piece that was cut from that paper. This one right here. Okay? So you die cut or punch or hand cut pieces out of it, and then, cheers, Penny! I'm sorry, I forgot to say cheers. And then you run it through the foiler, so then you get something like this. I hope that answers your question. Who asked me that one? Hi, Alicia. Okay, so if you have any more questions, let me know. But that's what happens. You cut whatever you want out of the actual toner sheet, and then you foil it by running it through your laminator. Okay? That's what these big black sheets are for. But instead of cutting and doing all that kind of stuff, we'll be doing some of these that are already pre-made for you. And I also want to show you how you can do it yourself at home. Okay? And before I run on with that tip, with those techniques and stuff, you're welcome. I'm going to go back and I just want to address this. We showed some of these. I always say we. I don't know. I must have a little mouse in my pocket. I do a lot of work with some other people behind the scenes too, so the we just comes out because sometimes I'm not alone. We did some of these wooden pieces like this. And it came, do you see where there's a couple of white holes here? That's only because the piece I used, the foil itself, had a couple of scratches in it. But originally when we did this, and do I have another piece sitting here? It came out really splotchy. And somebody came in the KTC group and said, what if you gessoed it first? Let the gesso dry and then painted on either the transfer gel or the Aleene's tack it over and over and then did it. And this flower, we took the gesso and ran the foil back over the top of it, and it turned out perfect. Like I said, these two imperfections were in the foil piece, just this extra leftover foil piece we were using itself. Other than that, it turned out perfect. So I want to thank whoever that was that said, hey, try that, Jen. So we did. We do listen to you guys. Okay, so this turned out really cool. I want to let you know that. So if you're trying to do wood pieces, it's not turning out, try gessoing it first. We got good results with that. Here are some more pieces of the homemade paper that we made for that one card. And after we foiled it, it looked like that. And you can also ink it, so I'll be showing you that as well. Okay. That'll be one. I'll set that aside because we're going to get to that. So here's some inking that went right over the top, and I believe we covered that in the last one. And these are Dazzles. So if you're looking for stickers, that's easy thing to do. You can do that. But I show you right here, if you scratch it, it's going to leave a mark. Oh, just a box fell. No problem. Nobody got hurt. But anyway, just so you know, if you're using it on a card and it does get set in with some stuff, that may happen. Just FYI, if you're using a big space. That's a Dazzle sticker though, okay? This is what I'm talking about. These stickers that you can buy that are double-sided. Okay, they're hearts. We did cover that in series 2, so go back and check that out. And then if you want to use different colored foils, look at this. We used some extra piece of foil that we had laying around and just put a bunch of them together. Just overlapped them, and we got some really cool, the rainbow with some of the like silver and the blues and the gold all put together. So you can do that as well. Okay, so that is another idea. We also did this in another one where you can do some writing and some stamping. So number 2 was the one that we did stamping. So go back and watch that one if that's what you're looking for. And here's the Dazzles again. And like I said, here is one that we did on not just white cardstock, because I know I'm showing you plenty of stuff, especially the ones that you can buy pre-made. They're all on white cardstock, most of them. This one I did with the watercolored foil with green cardstock as the background, and it's actually a pattern paper. If you look really closely, see if this will, there we go. You can see the pattern in the background. It's light, but it's there. So gorgeous, right? Don't always think you have to do white paper. Now, before we get into like the creating and doing that, let's do some of those aha moments, and I want to show and share with you some of the things that you can do. I got these images for free. Some of them were Pixabay, others were some other place that I can't remember offhand. But if you Google free images and look for websites that don't go against copyright, you'll look for that and be aware of it. But check this one out. This is a light blue, and I think this is, yeah, this is the brown watercolored, which is why it looks all different colors, right? Here's the piece that goes with it, but check out when you put that over the top what it does. I know some of you guys right now who are advanced are going, I could make a really cool moving card with that. It's awesome, is it not? So that's a different color. It's a light blue, and it worked out beautifully. Now, if you've got a printer like mine, I'm using a Brother printer, but I used like an off-brand toner because it's cheaper, right? Oh, Penny. Penny loves the series. She did the super chat and donated a $2 one-time monetary gift to the channel. Thank you, Penny. You made me forget what I was talking about. You're so sweet. Anyways, let me move on. Oh, I was in the middle of something and that little bling just blew it right out of my brain. Arrow Mama wants to know, can you use a copier to print your images? Yes, I believe most copiers, like the big copiers at work or whatever, those are toner based. Yep. Great idea. So here is another one. This is a crackle one. This one is a freebie, and I want to thank, and I wrote it down on a piece of paper so I wouldn't forget. It's Graciellie Designs and Thermoweb for this freebie. Do you see how that is like cracked glass? Now this is a silver on a gray piece of paper. So again, different kind of a design on a different color of paper, and it turned out really fabulous. And here's, this is the negative. Oh, look at that. And I keep promising you guys we're going to do something with that negative, and we will. Okay, so what happens with that is that you can do a negative two-toned, and we'll get to that at some point. So okay, here is the one that's a dark purple. All right, here's the one that we just did. I just showed you that one, and here it is on a dark purple cardstock. Okay. Yeah, if you want that crackle one, that's down below. Thank you, Graciellie and Thermoweb, for that freebie. Here's that crackle with the rainbow on a dark purple piece of paper. And here's the aha moment. I have not peeled this yet. Check that out. How cool is that? That is going to make such a fun card. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the pile. So I've got extras. I did a dark or a gray piece and a blue piece. And so I just saved that stuff because if I ever want to go back and do this again, I have them laying around. I just have to put some on there and let it go. Here is another one. I believe I have these all in order. So right now, if you're wondering like, where are we going? We are going to just do some really aha reveal stuff right now because that is like the funnest part. And then we're going to go back into doing some techniques and creating some things. This one is another one that I printed off. It was free, a copyright free image. I can't remember where this one came from. Again, this is a deep purple. This is the light blue. So we did it on the light blue with a rose gold. Let's see how this one turned out. How pretty is that? With the blue coming through. I love it. I'm going to keep these together. Here's another one that we did. Uh-oh, I didn't write down what this one was. This one may be the flower one too, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and check this out, see what we get. This is a light blue. This is the fun part. I just love doing the reveal. So let's see, what is it? Oh, this is a flower one. Check this out. Oh, I wonder what happened to the other piece like that. Do you see that? That's a lighter image and it's like blue on blue. I think this is also a watercolor one. Nope, just regular blue. A light blue. This is another one of, oh, that one goes with that one. This is another one of those funky ones that kind of makes you sick to your stomach if you look at it too long. But let's go ahead and do that one. That's a light blue one, but we did this one on deep purple. Let's check this out. All I did was just skip showing you me just shoving all this stuff through the laminator, right? Because this is the fun part. Look how amazing that is in purple. Oh my goodness! I can't wait to make a card out of that. Oh. Okay, here's one that was really fun that we found online. This one's a freebie. And we did this one a dark purple with a rainbow. Check it out. I think this is the last one. So don't be sad. We're coming to the end. Here we go. Oh my gosh, so cool. Here's the darker one is on the bottom. I love that one. Okay, I think I'm going to definitely be doing that one again. Let's do that one again. Since we have the time now, let's go ahead and do this light blue one. You guys go ahead and vote on what color. It's going to look like this one, only on light blue. What color do you think would look best on that one? Go ahead and vote. And if you're just coming in now, here are some of the colors that I have in case you're not sure what to vote for. And I just lost a piece that went flying. Let me grab that. While we're voting, here's another piece that we ran through at the very beginning. Won't that make a super cool embellishment on a card? Wah! Oh, I put this t-shirt over the top of my sweatshirt and now I can't take that off and I'm getting warm in here. Rose gold. Gold, rose gold, silver. Okay, who's keeping track of this vote? Susan, you go ahead and tell me who wins, all right? We'll give them another minute to vote. Cheers, guys. I am so glad you're here. I love this series. This has been so much fun. Just remember that today is series number 3. So go back and watch 1 and 2 if you missed it, because they're just as fun. And there'll be one more next week. So next week we'll be doing, like I said, always make sure you're shiny side up. We'll be doing another t-shirt like this. And then we'll be jumping into, what do I want to say that? Fancy foils. Okay, not just these plain colors and watercolor, but fancier, glittery, and really fun kind of stuff. You got it, you got it, Penny? Oh, Lori. Thanks, Lori. I will wear this hat all summer. It's pretty cool down here, and I don't have any problem wearing it. So, except for today, because I'm like super excited and jumping around, and I have a heavy sweatshirt on. So, thanks, Lori. So Lori also did, and I think it shows up for you guys in a big box as well, the super chat, which is right underneath where you type. So if you want to do a one-time gift to the channel, you can do it that way. Oh, we did Sharon Schaefer. She says, Jen, did you try the gesso on the wood for foiling? And we sure did. Look what we found out happened. Now these couple of imperfections here were in the used extra leftover piece of foil that we threw on here, and it turned out great. Check it out. So first we gessoed, then we put on the what do you call it? I think we did the gel, the transfer gel, and check it out. Okay, so silver won. Silver on the light blue. Good choice, guys, good choice. You go ahead and cut a piece that size. And guys, if you order this foil, you get, what is it, 5? You get 5 sheets of this in one. So you're going to be able to use, like, I just started going nuts and creating all kinds of stuff with this foil, and I still have tons of foil left. So don't think you're going to run out of foil. And that's even me cutting it almost in half and sending a bunch to someone else to share it. So don't be deterred completely by the price, because you get a lot of it. And now I've lost my carrier sheet. I gotta make another one, no big deal. Let me move this over. And some of you guys are going, what's a carrier sheet? A piece of printer paper just folded in half will protect anything from sticking inside of our laminator. Make sure that it's all on there, and then close it. You can also use parchment paper, but I just think everyone's got printer paper, and that works out really well. And I'm going to bring this up for you guys since we haven't done a lot of this. I just think that some of you guys get bored watching this kind of stuff, so you got to move everything over. And you want to put the folded side in first. So we are going to do silver. Here we go. And in the machine it goes. So while that's going through the laminator, we will pause for this commercial break. Don't forget to check us out at qualitycrafts.com, jensqualitycrafts.com, jensqualitycrafts.blogspot.com, and whatareyoucrafting.blogspot.com. You can also join us on Patreon. We would love to have you in the private Patreon group where there are all kinds of things that you can do that are not given to anybody else. All you have to do is donate $1 or more a month through Patreon, and you will be a patron in that special group. And back to our regular scheduled program. This is going to be so cool! Ready? Oh, you can see my camera. Check it out. Here we go. Don't have any other stores by me. I buy everything online, so not many cheap ideas. I've looked everywhere for cheap foil. Arrow Mama, you're just going to want to order it from Amazon, because that's probably the best you're going to do. Check it out! Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Can you see that? Oh, I love it. It is so cool. Alright, let's go ahead and put that there with its piece. Move this over. And I'm going to try something new tonight, you guys, since we got a little bit of time here. I'm definitely going to do this. This is going to be at the end. We're going to do double foiling and use the resist. How did I create this, and how can you do this on your own? You do need some type of software. I personally use my creator software that, well, actually, it doesn't come with it. The Cameo has its own studio. And so I have that studio software brought up, and that's what I'm going to use to, like, create something like this. You might have to bear with me. Actually, I think it's going to go okay. I'm going to show you how specifically I did this butterfly one, and then we can go ahead and just apply that with any other image that you can find online. Make sure that you're following copyright laws, okay? Alright, so I'm going to show you a little bit about how we created this using one of these. Okay, so anybody let me know if this isn't going to work. So I'm going to switch over to my Cameo silhouette view. You should be able to see my Cameo at this point. Alrighty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the file in which I created this. So I'm going to see, I'm going to do open, and I should be able to pick out the butterfly background, and it should pop that up for me. Okay. Yay! So here are all the butterflies, and this is how I created that background. I just made a whole bunch of them. And I can't remember if I hooked them all together. So just in case I didn't, I'm going to go ahead and group them all together so that I can move them out of the way. See how they're all moving together? And now if I go ahead and ungroup them, I'm just moving through this quickly because the grouping and the ungrouping and all that is not important. You know, I'm just trying to teach you something else. So whatever kind of software you have your image, which is the butterfly, right? And let's say I want to make like a scrapbook page and I need him bigger. I can stretch him out and make him bigger or smaller. And then make sure that they're kind of going outside and off the page so that it looks natural. And they're not just all within the page, because that will look kind of funny. And so if I copy this, I believe it's this one, and I move him over, okay? And then I move him down, and I move him over again. Do you see how it's creating a pattern? And I'm just going to keep going until he basically fills that page. And so this is what you can do with images that you guys find. And then I'm going to move him over again one more time. And I'm going to go ahead and just group these guys so I can move them together. Depends on what your software is able to do. And then just kind of center them. Okay, so then it's going to print off a sheet of really big butterflies. But for the one that we did today, I used the teeny tiny butterflies. Oh, they're not grouped. Let me go ahead and group them. And group. And then I can slide them over. That's what I did, and then I just printed that page. right, that worked, right? How many of you guys want to see more silhouette cameo studio tutorials in the future? Give me a thumbs up if you are really enjoying this series and you like what's going on in this channel. I love having you guys here. You can also join us at Quality Crafts on Facebook. That is a non-commitment, non-drama group where you can just hang out and be inspired. We'd love to have you. So go ahead and join us there. Alrighty. That's what we did to create this paper. And you can do that with any images that you find online. If you're interested in knowing more about, what kind of images you can and can't do in copyright, go back to the beginning of this video where I pretty much explain that. I'm not going to get back into that again. Hi, Sherry. So we went ahead and laminated some foil onto this guy. And see what we got here? We got some silver. So I'm going to move this over just quickly. I'm going to grab another piece of foil. Where did I put my foil? Oh, right here on my seat. I'm going to do some light purple here, like a lavender. Let's see if I go this way, will I save a little bit? Yeah. These little pieces that you save are always really good for sentiments and stuff, so don't throw those pieces away. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you how we foiled this. Shiny side up, gals, shiny side up. And guys, love to see some more guys hanging out with us. That'd be awesome. And we're going to send it through the laminator. So let me bring that bad boy back up. Alrighty, here we go. Folded side in first. We don't want anything getting caught in there. I do know that there are people that run things through their laminator without a carry sheet. That is totally on you if you want to try that. I just really don't want I don't want to get, it's not that the laminator costs a lot because it's only like 20 bucks, but I don't want to be replacing it in the middle of like, I'm doing something and then all of a sudden it's not working. I would be really sad. Cheers, people! Alright. And we should have some. Look, you can't even tell. It looks like there's nothing on there. Like, nothing happened. What if nothing happened? Let's check it out. Oh, look at the lavender butterflies. That reminds me of, what was that called? Reading Rainbow? Butterflies in the sky, I can fly twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Okay, so we didn't just leave it that way, right? We added some inks. So what goes well with purple? What else can we put on there? I'm thinking like maybe a light blue, or maybe a bright blue. Maybe a light pink. Oh, a light pink would be really pretty. Let's do worn lipstick. And actually, we could use that or we can use our daubers, which I'm really starting to love these daubers, you guys. Look at that. So let's go ahead and say, I did not do worn lipstick yet, so we're going to get a dauber for that. And I'm going to put some of this worn lipstick all over this. Whoops. Try not to wreck my paper here. And you're like, but Jen, it's going to cover up all the foil. Well, it kind of did. A little bit. Do you see that? But I've got some dry paper towel here. You know what else works really well is a dry baby wipe. And just shine it up. And it'll do its resist thing and it'll come off of there. And you see now how it's back to shining. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I will wipe it at the end. We're going to add a little bit more color though. Not just one color. That's boring. Oh, wouldn't squeezed lemon look pretty on there? Let's do a little bit of that. Oh man, and you can go over and mix colors. Look at, we're getting a little bit of pretty orange in there. See that? A little bit of pretty orange. That's so cool. Maybe a little bit coming in from this corner. And I do think we still maybe want a little bit of a blue. I don't want to go too dark. How about we try, oh my, way on the bottom, broken china. I don't believe I've done this one yet. Whoops. Make sure you hang on to your paper, guys, so you don't do what I did. And I should have put down maybe a sheet underneath. I love doing this. Like, if I could just sit around all day and just rub oxides on paper, I would be one happy crafty lady. Because it is just floating my boat. And then I'm going to go over this to just get some of that ink that's sitting on top of those purple butterflies. Look at that, it's still shiny. Now if you want to go ahead and ink this, then send your ink through the printer and then foil, you could do it the opposite way as well, but I just think this is way easier. Right? And so that's how we ended up with that piece. We're kind of creating this card right now, in case you were wondering. Or maybe you came in a little bit late. Do you see these little splatter pieces here? This oxide stuff will also react with water the same way the distress inks do. So I'm gonna just let some of this just drip on here. I'm trying to get some big drips too. And let that sit for a second, and then we'll dab that off and see if we can get some more of a, oh yeah, here they come. Here they come. Wipe off my mat a little bit because we don't want it all wet. Check it out. See the little splotchy doodads we got? So cool. Okay. Oh, scared me. Scared me. What was the little ding for? What did I miss? Oops. Jeepers. Ah! What was that little ring for? What happened? Did somebody join the group? Oh my. Shoo! Give me a heart attack. Okay, let's finish up this card, shall we? I need another card base. Looks like I'm out. You know, guys, we could probably do these series on and on forever and a day and never run out of things to do. So there's going to be a bajillion other things that you can do that I'm not going to be able to show you. But hopefully they'll show up in some, you know, future videos and stuff. I think there's actually supposed to be a little something where, let me move this over again. When that sound comes on, did you guys see the sound? Oh, see the sound? You heard it too, okay. There's supposed to be a little something that bumps up on the screen for us to see, but I don't see it. It's supposed to be right here where the distress oxides are sitting. And I didn't see it come up. I think it's supposed to be when people join the group. Like subscribe to the video is what I'm saying. Subscribe to the channel. But if it doesn't come up, then we don't know what it's for. That's weird. Cheers, guys. Let's move on. So we've got, it's just a little bit smaller than a regular card base, so we could go ahead and just cut this, and that's what we did. But you can do it any old way that you want. So if I cut it, now we can put a little hole in the middle. Do you see? That's the idea that we did with the other one. But I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I'm going to do, I'm hoping that this will cut, since it is still just a little bit wet with the water and stuff, but I want to cut this in. I wonder if it's the people that are subscribed that hear it. If you are subscribed to my channel but you didn't hear it, let me know. Because then I can say that that's not it. Yeah, these came out a little bit funny on the end because they're still a little bit wet. That's okay. That looks really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and block some black behind there so that we can see it more. Or maybe some purple if I have purple in here. I think I have some purple at the bottom here. I wish I was able to just get it all. See the purple at the bottom here? This is like a scrap pile. Like that. That would be pretty. Let's use that. Pound of paper it's called. You just get a whole bunch of just pre-cut thick scraps. I don't know where you get this anymore. Judy Pemberton sent me this. Pound of paper. It's awesome. I use it all the time. And I still have a bazillion pieces left in there. So let's go ahead and do this side too, even though I feel like that might also be a little bit wet. We'll make it work. That looks cool. You could run some strings across here too and make a corset. That'd be pretty. Corset. Yeah, I think, well, it dings when somebody does the, super chat, and we would see that in the live chat, and it also dings when somebody, subscribes to the channel. So whoever you were, thank you. Oh no, it scared the cat, I'm so sorry. So we're going to go ahead and cut a piece of this purple to fit in there as well. I'm not sure, but I think four is probably, yeah, that's cool. That'll work. And it's hard to tell in here, but that's kind of matching the butterfly color a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down. And just in case, I left a little bit of a edge so that I get this underneath them. So this guy's going underneath. Okay. And this one. That makes that easier to see. And then we could type a sentiment or stamp a sentiment or something in there. And so that looks a little bit like the card that we created originally. Fun, right? Okay, so we've got about 10 minutes left, and before we take off, I really want to do that last thing. Because, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun next Friday. Don't miss out on that. Set an alarm, bring a friend, wear your jammies, because it's Free Play Friday. Free Play Friday, and we're live at 5. Maybe that'll help people remember it. Live at 5. Alright. Let's see where I set that down. Right over here. These, I think this crackle one would be really fun to do something in between. Crackle, what can we do? I should have done that on black. That would have looked really cool. I'm trying to think of what color I want to do in between. So this one has already been foiled, right? Now we are supposed to be able to put this on another sheet. Let's just give it a shot. I like to try new stuff. So like this. We got our sheet. Oh no, we have to do that with toner sheet. Where's my toner sheet? Oh, you know what? Skip that. Turn it around. Back up. We're going to do the butterflies. We are doing the butterflies. Okay. So, here's where this toner sheet really comes in when you want to do this double stuff. I'm going to do this piece right here. This is going to be such a great finale! I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. Okay. This is all toner, right? But this whole thing is not all toner because there's some missing butterflies here. But we're going to put this. Some of you guys, I'm sure, are already on to me. Are you on to me? You're on to me, aren't you? Okay. Now where's my transfer sheet? I swear those things grow legs and walk away. Where did I set that bad boy? Oh, there he is right behind me. Okay, here we go again. Today was a rainy day here too. On and off though. Okay. Put that on there. That looks good. Make sure it's flattened and stick it in folded side first. And while that's running through our Amazon, we can do another commercial. Only I think I covered everything, so I'm not sure what to say at this point. If you donate and you support the channel through patreon.com, we also do a monthly card challenge, envelope challenge, where you get some stuff in an envelope and you have to create a card out of it. That is one of my absolute favorite things to do ever. And then I do exclusive videos, and I'm going to be doing a lot more like behind the scenes stuff all summer. So if you don't want to miss that, you want to join us like right now. Okay, so this should have transferred. Shiny side up, Jen. I remembered. This should have transferred most of that foil onto here. Let's see if I can get this off of here now. Okay, check it out. What we have left is not much. Did it cover the whole thing? Okay, so that should be mostly gone, right? Well, don't let me put it on there. We should have the black butterflies from the toner that's behind it. And we do. And the rest of it's all purple wonderfulness. And now what we're going to do is we are going to put silver over the top. And that should double foil this. And the silver should only stick to the butterflies, because they're still black, but not to the purple. I want to make sure that this is really cool before we send it back through, because we do not want this sticking to the purple. We should have silver butterflies embedded. Yes, Susan, any laminator will work. Does not matter what you use. Okay, so see the black butterflies? We're going to turn them silver by putting a piece of silver foil over the top of that purple. I have the worst time with these things. There should be like a purposefully put pouch. Alright, we got it in our paper and we're putting it in folded edge first. And then we're going to do a dance party because it's going through the laminator. We're going to end with this one, you guys. We're going to end with this. This is going to be the finale. And then you're going to want to join us next week for really fancy foils. And then we're going to redo a t-shirt. So if you want to see this go on a t-shirt, you're going to want to check that out too. And so what we should have is purple with silver butterflies. And do we? If you look at this first, you can see the butterflies are gone. And they're now silverified into the purple. Check that out. That's really hard to see. Oh my goodness! Can you see it? I think, you know what would have looked really cool is if we would have done that in rainbow. That is so cool. So cool. Some of that didn't go though, and I think maybe it's because they're so tiny. Do you see how there's some left there? So if you're going to do something really teeny tiny like this, you got to be open till you might not get a full coverage. Neat though, right? Check it out. You can see them all. Oh, super fun. I'm going to turn this off so I don't forget. Put it back under. If you guys know somebody who missed out on this tonight and you think, wow, they would really love to see that. If you missed it, you know, go ahead and archive this video, save it in your favorites so you can come back to it. Go back and see number 1 and number 2. Am I like missing? Okay, I'm gonna put this stuff out here. Air Mama has another question before we go. Never worked with flow. What is the carrier sheet? The carrier sheet is just simply a piece of printer paper. That's all it is. Just a sheet of printer paper folded in half. You just want something for it to go inside so that if anything falls or gets, you know, nothing gets stuck to the roller inside your laminator. Just copy paper. That's all it is. Printer paper. You can also use parchment paper. I just choose not to because I just think that's so much easier to just grab a piece of printer paper. Yeah. That's the piece that you put everything inside before you laminate it. So here's another thing at the end here. So I'm putting all the notes like within the video and at the end so that those people that are in the community and really want to know, you'll be able to follow along and get all that information at the end of my videos. And from now on, the video is going to start right away. There's not going to be any music or preface or anything like that. So you're going to want to like maybe set your alarm a couple minutes early. I'll try to be as very prompt at 5 as I can so that I'm not wasting your time and you're not sitting around waiting for me. But as far as YouTube goes, the people that are not like you guys, all you fabulous crafters out there right now who are in the community and already know my style, you guys are willing to sit through that, and that's kind of like, the music was kind of like a reminder that, like, hey, Jen's coming on now. But all the new people coming in that see that, they sit there for 20 seconds or so watching the, you know, listening to the music going, this is dumb, like, when are you going to start? And then I talk a lot, and then they just click off, so they don't even get to know our community and our wonderful inspiration and all of the stuff that I can teach them because they're thrown off by all of the gobbledygook that's in the beginning of the videos. So if you've been with me for a while and you know my channel, it's going to be different. I'm going to be starting like right now as soon as the video comes on, and I'll hopefully disperse some of the information that I need to during my video and at the very end. I hope that you guys will all find that incredibly helpful. And, you know, maybe just better. And really, go ahead and let me know. Your 5 is about 11 p.m. Oh, that stinks. And I'm so sorry. I know, because there are people that I want to watch in California that they air when I'm sleeping. So, I really, really want to hear from you guys about what you think of the little cameo, silhouette cameo thing I did today. So I got my silhouette cameo on the screen and I showed you how to do something. We essentially created this background paper of our own so that we could make our own card. Because we really wanted to do butterflies and we couldn't find that specific paper, right? So we created our own, and here's one that we did double foiling with silver and purple. Thanks, Dee. She said, I hope this helps a lot of folks join you. It's well worth it. Alrighty, I'm going to let you guys go then. If there's no other questions. I know there's always a lag, so like when I feel dumb saying that, because like there's no other questions, but I'm not going to wait another 2 minutes for those to come through. Catch me on Facebook. I'm always happy to answer your private messages. Email me at qualitycrafts.gmail. And, you know, I will always answer you whenever I have the time. I would love to answer. You can also leave questions and stuff in the Facebook group Quality Crafts, because if I'm not able to get back to you, there are lots of lovely people in there that will. Or they'll alert me. You just never know. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you guys next video.